Every 2 minutes, a home invasion shatters someone's peace. It's a statistic that is both alarming and sobering, reminding us of the fragility of our sense of security. Imagine, you're nestled in your haven, the outside world, a distant hum. The warmth of your home envelops you and you feel safe. Suddenly, glass shatters, and that sense of security is instantly replaced by fear. Footsteps echo on the stairs, each step a harbinger of dread. The sound reverberates through the walls, turning your sanctuary into a place of terror. Your safe space is violated. The room you once found comfort in is now a scene of chaos and destruction. Personal belongings are strewn everywhere, and the sense of violation is overwhelming. These aren't just statistics, they are stark reminders of the vulnerability we all share. Each number represents a family, a home, a life disrupted by fear and uncertainty. A home invasion is a violation, a theft of security and peace of mind. It's not just about the physical items stolen, it's about the emotional toll it takes on the victims. The emotional and psychological scars can run deeper than any physical wound. The anxiety, the sleepless nights, the constant feeling of being on edge. These are the lasting impacts of such a traumatic event. The fear is primal, visceral. It's an instinctual response to a threat, a surge of adrenaline that leaves you feeling vulnerable and exposed. It's the instinct to protect your loved ones and your territory. In those moments, the need to safeguard your family becomes paramount, overshadowing all other concerns. It's the chilling realization that your home, your sanctuary, is no longer impenetrable. The locks and barriers you once trusted now seem inadequate, and the sense of safety you once took for granted is shattered. The aftermath of a home invasion is a battlefield of emotions. The chaos left behind is not just physical but deeply emotional, leaving scars that are invisible to the naked eye. Shock can leave you numb, disoriented. It's as if time stands still and you are trapped in a moment of disbelief, unable to process what has happened. Fear, a constant companion, whispers in the shadows. Every dark corner, every unexpected sound becomes a source of dread, making you jump at the slightest provocation. Anger simmers, fueled by the violation you've suffered. The sense of injustice burns within, a fire that is hard to extinguish as you grapple with the reality of your vulnerability. Sleep becomes elusive, haunted by nightmares of that terrifying night. The mind replays the events over and over, robbing you of peace and rest. Familiar sounds trigger panic attacks. The creak of a door, the rustle of leaves outside, all become reminders of the trauma, sending your heart racing. Your home, once a haven, feels like a prison, every creak and groan a potential threat. The place that was supposed to be your sanctuary now feels like a cage. The psychological toll is immense. The weight of the experience bears down on you, affecting every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your ability to function day to day. Trust is shattered. Not just in strangers, but in the very walls meant to protect you. The sense of security you once took for granted is now a distant memory. It's a constant battle to reclaim your sense of safety, to silence the echoes of that terrifying night. Each day is a step towards healing, but the journey is long and fraught with challenges. Seeking help becomes essential. Therapy, support groups, and the understanding of loved ones can provide the strength needed to navigate this difficult path. With time, patience, and support, the scars begin to fade. The journey to recovery is slow, but every small victory brings you closer to reclaiming your life. The Smith family, John, Mary, and their teenage daughter Emily, were enjoying a quiet evening at home. John was reading the newspaper, Mary was preparing dinner, and Emily was upstairs, lost in the world of a novel. A sudden crash from downstairs shattered the peaceful atmosphere. John, startled, immediately assumed it was Emily, always a bit clumsy. "Emily, is everything all right?" he called out, his voice calm but laced with concern. Silence. A beat of unsettling quiet followed by the unmistakable thud of heavy footsteps on the wooden stairs. John's blood ran cold. This was no teenage mishap. John exchanged a terrified look with Mary. Their hearts raced in unison, the fear palpable in the air. The dim light from the hallway cast eerie shadows on their faces, amplifying their dread. They were unarmed, caught completely off guard. The safety of their home had been shattered in an instant, leaving them vulnerable and exposed. The sense of security they once felt was now a distant memory. He grabbed a heavy fireplace poker, his heart pounding against his ribs. The cold metal felt reassuring in his hand, but he knew it was a flimsy shield against the unknown threat lurking in the darkness. It was a meager defense, but it was all he had. The poker, though heavy, seemed insignificant against the fear that gripped him. He steeled himself, determined to protect his family at all costs. The footsteps stopped just outside their line of sight, the heavy breathing of the intruder echoing in the hallway. Each breath sounded like a countdown, heightening the tension in the room. Mary, her eyes wide with terror, frantically dialed 911, whispering into the phone, "Please hurry, someone's broken into our house." Her voice trembled, each word a desperate plea for help. John, gripping the poker tightly, inched towards the hallway, his senses on high alert. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of fabric sent shivers down his spine. He moved slowly, trying to remain as silent as possible. He could hear the intruder rummaging through their belongings downstairs, the sound of drawers being pulled open and objects clattering to the floor. The noise was a stark reminder of their vulnerability, each crash echoing their helplessness. John knew he had to act, but the fear of the unknown paralyzed him momentarily. He took a deep breath, summoning every ounce of courage he had left, and prepared to confront the intruder. Section 5. The Tables Turn. As John peered cautiously around the corner, he saw him, a tall, shadowy figure with his back turned, tossing their belongings aside like trash. Adrenaline surged through John's veins. Now or never, he charged forward, letting out a roar. "Get out of my house!" The poker connected with the intruder's back with a sickening thud. The intruder grunted in pain, momentarily stunned by the unexpected attack. John, fueled by fear and adrenaline, didn't hesitate. He struck again and again, forcing the intruder back towards the stairs. He could hear sirens in the distance, growing louder by the second. Section 6. Living with the Echoes. The police arrived within minutes, apprehending the intruder, who was now injured and disoriented. The Smith family was safe, physically unharmed, but forever marked by the experience. The image of the intruder's face, contorted in surprise and pain, was seared into John's memory. The sound of his heavy breathing, the clatter of their belongings being tossed aside, haunted their dreams. They had fought back, defended their home, and survived. But the emotional and psychological scars remained, a constant reminder of the night their peace was shattered. Section 7. Protecting your sanctuary. The Smith family's story is a stark reminder that home invasions can happen to anyone, anywhere. It's a call to action, a plea to fortify our defenses, both physical and mental. Invest in home security systems, reinforce doors and windows, maintain good lighting around your property, but also cultivate awareness, be vigilant about your surroundings, trust your instincts, and talk to your family about safety plans, practice what to do in case of an emergency. Remember, knowledge is power, and feeling prepared can offer a sense of control in a situation where you might feel powerless. Section 8. Your story matters. While we hope you never experience the terror of a home invasion, your stories and experiences are invaluable. Sharing them can empower others, encourage vigilance, and foster a sense of community. Have you or someone you know experienced a home invasion? What steps have you taken to increase your safety and peace of mind? Let's start a conversation, share our knowledge, and work together to create a safer world, one home at a time.